Hi, so this is going to be about how to make a blinking animation on the iPad Pro. So I use Medibang Paint for my drawing. It's a free app for the iPad. If you want a tutorial on exactly how I draw on this, I can do one of those, but this is just for animating. So I'm making a new canvas. This one's square because I want the video to end up being square. Then I'm going to do a sketch and drawing of my character. I'm leaving out most of the process because it's not necessary for the animation, but you can draw your character however you like. I think it's best to do it simply so that drawing the eyes, if you draw the eyes really detailed, it can be harder to animate them maybe, I'm not sure, but so here I'm going in for the eyes. And this should work in any style. I use no outlines on my drawings, but this should be able to work with any style. So I'm drawing the eyes wide open. If you want, you can go a little more detailed on the eyes because you'll just be drawing over them, so I added a little gradient. Background. Now you're going to save and export this file. I export as PNG. And remember to save and export, or just at least export on every step. So now we've got the eyes open, and I'm going to draw them starting to close. And you can do this however many times you want. I think I did about 4 different steps here, saving and exporting at each one. So this is my third eye drawing, where they're about half closed. Then I go almost closed, save and export that, then fully closed. And you don't have to draw them opening back up again, you can just use the ones you already have and reverse it. So now you're going to go to Animation Desk. It's a free app for the iPad. It's limited, but it'll get done what you want done in this case. So new blank sequence, 12 frames per second. I start out with 20 frames, you can change that. Name your project. Then you can go to Insert Image from Photo Library, choose your image you want to add, and start with the first one with the eyes open. And you can make that go however many frames you want. I started with 4 frames, so that's 5 full frames of eyes open, because you don't want your character blinking rapidly unless that's what you do want. Then you go in with the next sequence, next picture, and continue on until you have all of the eyes closing as new frames. And this does take some getting used to, but once you're used to it, it's pretty simple to do. Then I extend the eyes closed for 3 frames. Then I put them back in reverse order, opening back up again. And now I'm just deleting the extra frames that I didn't need. And extend that 6 frames. So we'll see how that goes. Testing it out. And I'm extending it 4 more frames with the eyes open. And I think I liked how that was. So then I go back to All Projects, Export, and go to Photos, Video. Then you can, I think you can cut the video here. I didn't cut it. And it'll save your video. Now this extra step, Video Crop, this is a video cropping app. If you want your video to be square or whatever size you want, this is a good step to get the extra stuff out of that video. So I just choose 1 by 1, which is square, and make it nice and clean without that animation stuff around it. And it's saving. There we go. And it will give you ads and ask you to rate it, but that's free apps for you. And now here is our video. So thank you so much for watching. I know this was really short, but if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I will see you in my next video or tutorial. Goodbye.